Hey everyone, in this tutorial we are going to model few more double curvature meshes, and I will show you how to model very complex meshes like this Tsuruoka Cultural Hall by SANNA, and you will be surprised how easy it is to model and design something like this in Rhino. So let's start. So I will start by going to the top view, so double click to maximize the top view, and let's drag and drop the layout, choose picture, and let's adjust the scale. So there is a scale bar here. I'm going to use scale 3D and select first point, second point, and type 40 meter, and then press enter or right click. Let's move it a little bit like this. Now let's select the image and type lock, so we don't select it or move it by mistake, and you can lock it from here. Now I will start by drawing curves for these roofs. So for this one, I'll draw a curve. Press F8 to close the ortho. I'll draw a curve here. Right click to bring the command again. I'll draw another curve here. And for this one, I'm going to use blend curve. Type blend curve, or you can select it from here, which is this one. So select this end and this end. Let's adjust this handle a little bit to match the reference. Then right click. So we have our curves. Let's select this curve and choose align to object and hold Alt to copy it here. I have another one here. Same thing here. Hold Alt and copy it like this. If you want to copy it with a specific distance, you can just use offset and type the distance you want, maybe 7 meter, 10 meter, maybe 12. But anyway, I will leave it like this for now. Let's create a blend curve between these two also. Blend curve between this one. Let's adjust the handles. Make sure that always record history is on. So I press OK. So I think this curve need to move a little bit like this. This handle maybe need to move also. I will want to move it in this direction, so I'm going to go to this point and press tab to fix the movement in this direction and move it a little bit like this. It's okay. Let's close the smart track for now. And finally, we will need a curve here and another curve here. Let's select all of this and press Ctrl J to join. Okay, here too, select all of this and press Ctrl J to join. So we'll keep drawing the curves for the remaining objects. Curve here, right click to bring the command again, another curve here, and we will need another one here. Press tab to fix the movement in this direction. Snap to this point and draw another one here. This is a polyline, so I'm going to explode it. We'll show you why after a few minutes. Let's draw another one here. Press tab to fix the movement in this direction. Draw a line here. Same thing here. Press tab to fix the movement in this direction. Draw a line here. Right click to bring the command again. Draw another line here. This one, and this one. We will need another line here. So here it will be, there is going to be two lines. And so on, let's draw another line here. Another one here. Here like this. Explode this one. Let's just choose line command instead of exploding. Draw a line here, right click to bring the command again, draw a line here, right click to bring the command again, draw a line here. Okay, we will do the same processes to draw the remaining lines, so I will speed this part up. For this one, type fillet and choose radius to 0 and join no. Let's put this one to 0 and from here to this one. Okay, now I think we have all our curves, so let's double click to minimize the top view and double click to maximize the perspective. I will show you now what we are going to do. So we are going to create a surface from these 4 lines, for example. Let's move it in Z, maybe 4 meter. Let's isolate it. So make sure record history is always set to on. So type sweep to rail. First, okay, I'm already joined these 2 curves, so it's fine. So let's type sweep to rail. Select rail 1, rail 2, profile 1, and profile 2. Here you guys, as you can see, we have our surface. Now, if I started adjusting this control points, as you can see, let's just set the point to C plane. The surface will update. Now, but of course, there is some bad connections here, so I'm going to remove this kink. Let's remove this one. Click, and here too. Let's remove this one. Here, click. Okay, no, not this. I want to remove this series. Here, right click, remove this kink. Let's start adding node. So let's add point here, here, and here. Maybe are the same thing. So now I can start adjusting the curve more to match the design requirements. Let's select all of this. Let's select all of this point and type set point and set it to Z and align all of them here. Let's select this curve and type set point to Z2. Okay, we will come back to these curves and start adjusting them, but now I want to create the walls here. So I'm going to select this curve and choose duplicate border. So we have this curve and type now set point to Z, and make sure copy is set to yes. So now we have this closed curve and this closed curve. So I'm going to select these 2 and type loft. So now we have our walls, and now I'm going to lock this curve and select the closed curve in the base and lock it too. So now all the curves that I want to edit to modify our design is only these 4 curves. So whatever I do to this curve, all these walls are going to be adjusted. So I'm going to repeat these processes for all the remaining curves. So let's unlock selected, and let's select these curves. Let's go to the wireframe. Make sure to unlock all the necessary curves. Hold Control to deselect this surface, this image I mean, and right click. So now let's go to the shaded view and start. Okay, there is a curve here, I want to unlock it too. So unlock selected and select these curves and right click. Let's lock this image again. Okay, so first of all, I think this needs to move up a little bit, maybe 2 meters. Now for this one, let's move it up 4 meters. Let's create sweep to rail 1, rail 2, profile 1, profile 2, right click, and select this surface, duplicate border, set point to Z, and make sure copy set to yes. Then select this one, and press loft. Here we go. So let's lock this closed curves, and let's lock this surface and this one too. Now if I select this two, for example, and maybe move this up a little bit or down, everything will be adjusted. So Control Z, keep it as it is for now. So I will repeat these processes to create the remaining surfaces. So I will speed this part up. Okay, I will delete this one. Let's explode this curve. I want to make it just one curve, so I'm going to draw curve. Select point here, another point here, another point here, another point here, and another point here, another point here. Right click. So let's delete now this polyline. Create sweep to rail, rail 1, rail, right click, rail 1, rail 2, profile 1, profile 2, right click. Here we go. Select this one and this one. Double click border, set point, Z, A, then loft. Select this one, right click, right click, right click. Or select this one and this one, right click. Now select this one, and lock this two. Let's go. Lock this one, lock this one, lock this one, lock this one too. Same thing here. Select all these curves, move them up maybe 7 meters. Sweep to rail, rail 1, rail 2. Oh, okay, I didn't join this curve, so select these two curves and join them. And now let's join these two curves together, and let's select these two. Let's switch to the ghost mode. Select these three curves, and press Ctrl G to join them. And now for this kink, let's remove it. Remove this point. Press Ctrl Z for undo. But before removing this point, we need to insert a node here. So I'm going to insert a node here, and insert a node here. Right click. Then let's delete this point. So now if I move this like this, okay, here let's delete this one. Same thing here. This point is a kink, so I want to remove it. But before removing it, I will just create a node. I'm going to insert a node here, then delete this kink. Same thing here. Let's draw a node here, right click, then delete this kink. Okay, now let's create sweep to rail, rail 1, rail 2, profile 1, profile 2. Select the surface, double click borders, set point, make sure that copy set to yes, set it to XY plane, right click, then loft. Select these closed curves, right, and the one in the base, right click, right click, right click. Then let's lock everything. Lock, and lock this one too, and lock this one. Just keep this 4 curves. And we will keep doing the same for the remaining surfaces. So I will speed this part up to save some time. We will need to draw another. Let's go to the top view and open the project. Let's draw another curve here, maybe something like this. So let's select these 4 curves, double click and go to perspective. Since we open the project, all the curves are going to be in the XY plane. Select this one, hold shift to be able to select multi-object. Move this, let's type set point and close the project and set it to Z. So set it to here, right click. Let's delete the one in the base. Okay, fine. So let's create sweep to rail, rail 1, rail 2, file 1, file 2, right click. Select the surface, double click border, set point, set it to Z here, right click, then type loft, select this closed surface, and then this one, right click, let's select this, lock, select this closed one, this one, and lock this. So I will just switch the locked object. I just want to hide the ISO curves of these surfaces, so I'm going to switch swap locked and unlocked object and select all the surfaces and go to the show surface isocurves and hide all of them. Then let's come back to and start adjusting our control points. So all we have to do right now is maybe select, for example, select these points, rebuild them, add more control points, maybe 4, maybe 5, whatever you want. And let's select control, select this, for example, and press F10 to open the control points. Let's move these curves down a little bit. This. And let's move this up. Something like this. This need to go up more. And this one needs few more adjustments. Select all these 4 curves and press F10. This one actually may need to align in this point like this. I might speed this part up as you get the idea. We will just keep adjusting the control points until it match our design requirements. Okay, this curve need to rebuild. So rebuild it. The point count 4 and degree to 3. Select all these 4 curves. Press F10. Start adjusting control point. Move this up. And type move. I'm going to snap to this one to move it in this direction. The press tab. I need to move a little bit like this. So let's switch to the archaic mode. As you can see, as you can see, the mesh here looked jagged a little bit. So we can adjust this by adjusting the mesh setting. Let's go to the detail control and set the density to 1 and the maximum aspect ratio to 1.4. This will give us a smoother mesh. There are some overlap here, but if you came here, you realize that there are actually, if you come to the top view, there are actually some overlap between the roofs. This is why it looks like this. So the walls are actually offset from the walls are offset a little bit inside. But now we are working on the mass, so this will not make a big problem. So let's keep adjusting the control points. Okay, I think now the design looks fine. So if we want to add more detail, but what I'm going to do right now is going to break the history. So I'll just unlock selected. I will unlock these roofs only. Right click and select all these roofs. Why this one is not one part? Okay, sorry, Control Z. Is this point a kink? Okay, so I want to delete this point or to remove this kink. So I'm going to add a note, maybe insert a note in a very, very close distance to this kink here. Maybe right click, then delete this kink so that the curve don't deform too much. Dude, still a kink. Maybe I need to add a note here. Then delete this one. Okay, now it's fine. Okay, let's now unlock selected. This one, 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 and this one. Right click and select all of these roofs. Hold Alt to copy all of them and move them like this. So I will start creating the walls. So I will select this edge, duplicate this edge, and copy all of them. Let's extrude them by moving using the gabel using this circle. So I will trim this part, trim, select this cutting object, right click, and I want to, okay. I'm not sure why this surface is divided into this too many surfaces. If I copy this, copy vertical, and create a loft. Okay, now this surface is better, it's one surface. So I want to trim this one too. So I'm going to, okay, instead of trimming it, I'm going to get the intersection between this roof and this surface. So type intersect, select this three, and there we go. Delete this one, this one. We have this surface, this curve and this curve. I'm going to extrude these curves to create this wall. Okay, again, when I extrude it using when I extrude them, it results to this type of poly surface, which is a little annoying to work with, by the way. So it's better if it is only single surface. Okay, so I'm going to copy this or set point to Z and just copy, yes, and let's create a loft. This one and this one, right click, loft between this one and this one. This curve. We can trim this, by the way. I'm going to get the intersection between these two surfaces. Intersect this one, this one. Here we have this line. We're going to scale this line like this, maybe. And then type trim, cutting object, and right click and trim this part. So we have this wall. Okay, now we want to create the wall. For this one, the walls are going to be this flat wall as it was in the beginning. So Z point, Z, and let's loft one. For this one, I'm still asking. Oh, okay, if this one was wrong, actually it should go this roof. Actually, okay, I need to adjust these curves a little bit. So I'm going to lock these surfaces again. You see, I'll select this one, and press F10. Let's go to the top view. So this one actually need to go more like this. We need this overlap, by the way, because this overlap between the roofs is what we are going to use to create the wall after that. I have this wall like this one, maybe. Move it until it go something like this. Control Z, open the project to make sure we don't snap in any 3D point. Let's check it again. Okay, is this a little bit better? The ghost mode. So we have some kind of good overlap here. Press F10. Okay. So unlock selected. Select this surface, right click. I will delete this one, take this copy, choose copy, and let's close the project. I didn't do anything to this surface, so I'm going to use this point as a reference from here and here. So now I make sure it is in position. So let's extract this edge and extrude it. Let's switch to the shaded mode. Select this point and type set point to Z. Sorry, Control Z. Select this edge, type set point, Z, close the copy, and here we go. So now let's trim this part, trim, this is an object, and now let's trim these two together. So trim, select this one, this one, this one, this one. Okay, trim. It breaks the raster, but it's fine. So I have this wall. And for this one, I'm going to by the way, this is still not 100% right. As you can see, this connection here. So we may need to adjust this again a little bit. But anyway, I'm going to keep it as it is for now. This video already became too long. Extract this one, extrude, again, copy, vertical, loft. Now trim. And on this one. Okay, so intersect. Select this surface, intersect. Delete this one too. Select this curve, and then set point, Z, copy, yes, okay. So loft. This one. Okay, sorry. Select this end, loft in this end, loft in this end, and this end. So I get the idea. For this one, same thing. Extract this edge, copy, vertical, copy, vertical, move it up like this. Click, loft. This one, right click, then intersect. This one, and this set point, that, then loft, and this one, right click. Again here, extract this edge. We can extrude this a little. Then intersect again. This one, delete this one. This one set point, Z, loft. And for the walls here, we can just extract maybe this edge, this one, and press set point to Z, choose copy. And we didn't need copy point. Maybe then we might need to offset them offset a little bit, maybe 1 meter or something. This one. So let's trim. And then we can extrude it, and extrude these two. Again, it became too much poly surfaces, so I'm going to copy this vertical like this maybe. Then press type loft. Okay, it's cleaner. Loft again. Same end. Oh, this one need to go up a little bit more. Let's trim. Why it's not possible to trim this one? Okay, move. Press tab, move it until it intersects with this surface. Trim. Okay. So you get the idea. We'll keep doing it until we create all the surfaces. This part needed few adjustments, so I had to recreate it, but I speeded it up to save some time. To create the remaining walls, we will use the same method, which is duplicate edge, move vertical, loft, get intersection between the surface and the roof, then set point for the curves, then loft, then trim, and so on. So I will speed this part up to save some time. Let's extract these edges. Let's point. Okay. Select these curves and press Ctrl J to join. Here again, select all these curves and press Ctrl J to join. Offset them maybe 1 meter, same thing here, same thing here. I can project, maybe select this one, then type project the curve here, project the curve here, and then create a loft. Okay, it looks a little bit weird by the way. This one. We can create the wall by another method. Select this surface maybe, and this one too. Then choose section and maybe draw some kind of section here to get these lines. And set point Z, choose copy yes, and create a loft. So right click. Loft here, right click. Okay. Here we go. You can keep creating walls, maybe another one here. It's a project. Section, type section. here. It's same thing here. That's it, point. Now let's trim the parts. This one. And okay, for this one, we may just need to untrim this part. Okay, there is this curve. Move it up to this. Now create a loft between this one, this one. Now type trim. Okay, now trim again. And finally, here we go. You can select your curves, hide, select this object, copy everything away. If you want to add thickness to the roofs, you can select all these roofs. We may need to join these parts to be one surface for creating offset. Ctrl J, so press Ctrl J, type offset surface, fill up all of them, maybe point forward and up. This need to go to be up, and this also, and then right click. And here we go. That's it for today. Thank you for watching and see you later.